Stop the transient bridge to Coronado. Oppose pedestrian bicycle tunnel. I wonder if that would mean that the bicycle tunnel would go under the bridge instead of on top of the bridge, because there's no room on top of the bridge. So maybe like San Francisco, that BART system that the railway travels under the bridge. Scary. However, under that bridge there is a walkway that the highway patrol uses to check the levels of decay. And but I can imagine if there was a bike tunnel and you started to get bicyclists coming over from everywhere, I mean, they would come from everywhere. And that would mean not just lovely bicyclists, but scruffy bicyclists, people who live on their bikes or got stuff that they carry around, that you would invite a whole host of new kind of visitors, so to speak. So that's my opinion. What's yours? Should we have a bike tunnel under the bridge in Coronado? For those of us who've lived here 50 years or more, see it not a very good change happening. It's been happening. It's happened the last 20 years. And it seems like there's not a square inch of land that isn't being torn down and something brand new put on. Every single corner of the town you can turn left and right. We're having a building boom, so to speak. And of course it's going to be congested because there'll just be maximum floor space housing. Not your big lovely houses with a bit of a lawn and all that. Goodbye. You'll see nothing but condos. And I don't see any rendering for this property yet, but I think that says enough there, doesn't it? Spaces. In one way it's very sad, but it's also reality. This is what's happening. And until you elect a council or someone who says, wait a minute, if we go on like this in another decade, there'll be no room for anything or anyone. Still, there's no use in whining about it, because it's all about, if you're a property owner, you want the maximum out of your land. If you're out of towner, you want the maximum amount of rental space and the least amount of garage space you can find. Because if you don't live here, you don't care. But this is all gone. All the way down. Look at that. Nothing left. Makes you want to pine for the old shacks that you used to be able to. When I came here, you could rent a house for like 90 bucks. I mean it. 150 bucks for a 3-bedroom. That was considered a lot back then. Of course, it's all relative now, isn't it? This is the future, and it does not look good. Well, almost 50 years ago, as a young man, a carpenter, I worked on building the bridge and a Coronado hospital and a whole bunch of other stuff around here. And this is 3rd Street, 4th Street, 3rd and 4th. Once quiet, little, nice, quiet streets with a wide boulevard is now just full of traffic every minute of the day, and old structures like this, they're still here. And that's what's left of the once quiet street. However, you'd think just because it's very busy and that there's not a minute of the day that somebody isn't just roaring through on the street, that these property values have decreased. Wrong. They're just as valuable as ever. In fact, they're even more because they're getting lesser and lesser. Look at that old place. It won't be long before somebody tears this down, because it's not historic. It's not, unusually historical. So, and it is old. and it's hard to keep up. So one day soon, somebody will come in and just mow it down and put up some plastic structure. And there you have it, whining again about the state of Coronado. How great the Coronado Clary is. No, sir. You're never going to find old Shangri-Las like these again.